Thank you. Thank you. Welcome all to MacDowell's 2023 Medal Day, a day for celebrating MacDowell artists and, most joyfully, awarding the 63rd Edward MacDowell Medal to Elenise Obomsawin, pioneering filmmaker, singer, performer, and printmaker, the first woman filmmaker to receive the Edward MacDowell Medal. But first, welcome to the Dawn Land. MacDowell's staff and board acknowledge that our residency program takes place in Wabanaki, the Dawn Land, on the traditional homelands of the Western Abenaki people on the Pegentacock River. We recognize the hardships they still endure as a result of the loss of their unceded land. We acknowledge that our New York office is located on the Lenape land, and we lament the devastation of centuries of warfare and colonialism. And we join voices with others in the artist communities committee calling for a necessary illumination of the history of the indigenous peoples of North America and an investment in their future. We further acknowledge the continued presence and sovereignty of indigenous communities and nations today, and we thank our indigenous colleagues and fellows for their goodwill in our ongoing efforts to collaborate in the challenges of decolonizing the arts. Good, thank you. Today's land acknowledgement resonates with our very pleasant task at hand because we're recognizing a foundational artist who is actually Abenaki from what is now New Hampshire. In her work and in her person, Elenise Obomsawin powerfully gives lie to the myth of Indigenous erasure. With an oeuvre extending beyond her distinguished filmmaking, she perfectly embodies MacDowell's commitment to artists of all disciplines. Today's land acknowledgement also resonates powerfully in this climate of political disavowal, replete with attempts to suppress the unflattering aspects of North American history: genocide, slavery, racial discrimination. While continuing the broad tradition of arts and artists at MacDowell, the work we honor today speaks eloquently, beautifully of histories we all need to face. Artists treasure the sense of MacDowell as a physical place of trees and space and darkness. And in this summer of ominous weather extremes, MacDowell's woods offer a peace that fosters our art. I speak from experience when I tell you this place is special, a creative home away from home. I have been in residence here 2 additional times since my first residency in 2016. And each time I have seen how MacDowell's freedom to create offers a haven to a variety of artists at all stages of their careers, from emerging to esteemed. We want all artists of all heritages and all identities to feel supported in their persons and in their work, to feel free to speak about their work at every stage of completion. MacDowell fosters exchanges over breakfasts and dinners, and during the day promotes uninterrupted concentration on one's work with the delivery of MacDowell's famous picnic basket lunches. For many decades of memories, these basket lunches would come flooding back when the legendary Fellows Services Coordinator Blake Tewksbury greeted returning fellows with "Welcome home." Blake, are you here today? Thank you for letting us recognize you. Ask any of the fellows here today about the value of unplanned exchange, and they will tell you of astonishing solutions springing from engagement with people working in disparate fields. Fellows, current and past, let us see you. The annual Edward MacDowell Medal that we award today rotates across artist disciplines to honor one distinguished artist per year. Last year, we recognized Sonia Sanchez. In 2002, good. Last year, we recognized the poet Sonia Sanchez. In 2021, we recognized the composer Rosanne Cash. In 2019, we recognized visual artist Charles Gaines. And in 2018, the comic artist Art Spiegelman. Now, here's a test for you. No award was given in the COVID year of 2020. This year, we honor Alanis Abomsawin, one of North America's most prolific and insightful filmmakers. Alanis Abomsawin was chosen by a jury of her filmmaking peers. As chair of the MacDowell Board and with guidance from former MacDowell Executive Director Philip Himberg, I asked Tabitha Jackson, former director of the Sundance Film Festival, to chair the filmmaker selection panel. Joining her on the panel were Bird Runningwater, who guides the Sundance Institute's investment in Native American and Indigenous filmmakers, MacDowell Fellows and filmmakers Natalia Almada, Rodney Evans, Soo-Young Kim, MacDowell Fellow and board member Julia Samalnoff, and board member Josh Siegel, film curator at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. And if any of you are here with us today, may we recognize you?